Peace, family. What's good? What's good? And welcome back to the RPGM podcast. I don't know if you guys know this, but I did take a very, very small break, a much needed break, and I'll tell you guys about this later in the show. It actually kind of makes sense with everything we're talking about today. So I want to do something that I normally do. I do this on a normal basis, but I got to set this person up properly, right? My guest today, we met at the gym, which is one of my favorite places to be at, right? And sometimes you meet people in the gym, especially me. When I'm zoned in, I'm zoned in. When I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. When I do want to talk, I will actually engage in conversation with you. So we met at the gym, and the conversations just hit like right off the bat. It was just like we're super cool, super connected. She joked with me, I joke with her, and it went on no like flirty type weird awkward stuff. It was like this is a genuine person, right? And after a few conversations, I learned that she has an amazing story that we want to talk about later in the episode. And I can't tell the story properly. I have to make sure that she tells her story properly, which is why she's here today. So I want to introduce my friend, my homie, one of my closest people, Janet Martinez. Welcome to the show, my dear awesome friend. How you feeling today?
I am blessed. I'm great. Happy to be here.
Yes, you are. It seemed like you're supposed to have church organs behind you when you said that. Like,
listen, they was ringing. You just didn't hear them.
Oh, okay, good. So, welcome to this manifestation.
Absolutely.
We talked about this, but a year. I would say almost a year ago.
It's been about a year
it's
now.
A year?
Absolutely.
Golly,
Yeah.
we literally after one of our many conversations we had. We was like, you know what? You're supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be having this conversation. Yes. You have an amazing story. Yes. So I want to do this right quick, right?
Yes.
I just want you, like, take literally 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
To let the people know who you are and what we're going to be talking about today.
No problem. Mm-hmm. So, as he stated, my name is Janet. Mm-hmm. We did meet at the gym. I told him I'd help him with his weights if he needed me to, but he felt he had it under control. I am a mom. I am a single mother of 5. I thrive in that area. Most people would think it's tough, and it has its ups and downs. I've actually been a mother since 15. I have a story to tell y'all. Mm-hmm. I have a testimony, and the fact that I came out of it unscathed just gives me that confirmation that God wants me to tell my story, to be an inspiration to somebody else.
That's it. Pause.
Absolutely.
Right. That's it. We know. I can tell you we're finna go there.
All day.
We're gonna. But that's one of the things I can say. I can't. There's certain people that I want to introduce, but then you can't tell the story the way that they can. So I appreciate you for being here.
For sure.
Which brings us to our topic today is when passion meets purpose. When passion meets purpose. And before we get into the meat and potatoes, we're going to loosen up just a little bit. So we have a segment. Aaron, play the video for me right quick. All right, this awesome segment, and this is something I like. This is one of the things I like the most, is because number one, there's no real right or wrong answer. It really is just your perception.
Right.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I tell people this all the time. Even when I'm coaching people, I say I can give you great advice.
Right.
But how you think is how you think. My goal is to direct you on why you think that way.
Right.
So this segment is called Would You Rather? All right. Again, there's no right or wrong. No right or wrong.
All
okay?
right.
All right. So would you rather, read it slowly, be loved for who you are, but never fully trusted, or be fully trusted, but only partially loved? Okay. I'm going to read it one more time while you think about it. Would you rather be loved for who you are, but never fully trusted, or fully trusted, but only partially loved? That's a tough one. Aaron, you came in with that? God, dog.
I mean, that's a no-brainer for me.
All right, tell me about it.
I would much rather be trusted and loved partially.
Give me why?
Because integrity means everything to me.
Gotcha.
And love is an emotion. Integrity is my character. It's who I am. It's what I bring to the table. Love, I'm a lovable person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You're not going to halfway love me. You got to love me all the way. One day.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get that. All right. I'm gonna kind of say the same thing. I think I would rather be trusted. Same for me. People say I love you all the time. I say I love you. I love you, right? But the threshold of your love,
Right.
and the actions of your love,
Right.
was going to determine our real relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Absolutely.
just trust me. Don't tell me you
Right.
love me. Matter of fact, you don't never have to tell me you love me.
Right.
I'm A-okay with that, right? Makes sense. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's just your perception. But it also
Absolutely.
helps you understand why you think the way you think, why you feel the way you feel, and why you move the way you move. All right, I got one more, right? All right, so this one, I didn't even read this one fully, so this is total like improv, okay? So would you rather be remembered for never completing I'm sorry, read it. Would you rather be remembered forever but never completely understood, or be completely understood by those in your life but ultimately forgotten? I'm gonna read it one more time. Would you rather be remembered forever but never completely understood, or completely understood by those in your life but never ultimately forgotten? That's a tough one too.
No brainer for me.
You got all the no brainers. What
No
you got?
brainer.
What is it? Which
I would
one?
rather be remembered
Okay,
than understood.
that's a good one.
Because as you stated,
Mm-hmm.
we all have our own perception.
Yeah.
And I can sit here and I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
and I can go over it a million times.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't see it from my scope,
Yeah.
you're not going to understand me. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But remember me when I'm gone, though.
That's
You know what I'm
you
talking
know
about?
what?
Throw a little party up for me.
This is why I rock
April
with you.
21st, please. It's my birthday. Throw a little party up for me. That's
Just
all.
a little bit. This is why I rock with you, because I'm the same way. It's like you don't really have to fully understand me.
No.
I just want to know I made an impact.
Right.
Did I make an impact on your life?
Absolutely. Know that my
Good.
intentions are true.
That's it.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? You don't really have to know why I'm doing what I'm doing. Again, fully understand
Right.
the capacity of my thought process, the understanding, my
Right.
education. None of that stuff really matters.
Right.
Did I help you out?
Right.
Great.
That's
Nothing
it.
else matters. Good.
No one ever
See,
will
this
understand
This
truly.
is why I love this game right here. All right,
Absolutely.
so we got one more. Aaron, run the video right quick.
Okay.
All right, so this one is called Rhythm and Real Talk. This is where, me being a musician, I listen to music all the time, right? And I have my moments when I want to listen to a lot of music, and then I have moments when I just don't. But there's always one song that kind of just sticks with me, right? It could just be when I could be driving down the street and it comes on YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that song. And I'll play it over and over and over and over, right? So this is weird. It's deep, but not deep. Okay. Right. And it's past tense, but future and present existence. I'm gonna tell you why I said that, because AI is kind of taking over music in a weird way. I'm in the music world, so I get it. You can make anything with AI nowadays when it comes down to music.
Right.
So this is weird, and I'm actually gonna play the video later. But AI did a trap soul remix of Michael Jackson's "Billie Jean." Okay.
All right.
Now, here's a weird. I'm saying this for a reason. It's because I know a lot of time with life as it's progressing, people don't fully embrace it. They're either mad at it, right, or they embrace it, right. So I've learned to just kind of find that good balance of like, let's make life work for me. Let's make AI work for me. Right. So anyway, I was listening to it. I was like, man, I can't believe they took Billie Jean and put AI on it, and that was all futuristic. And I'm like this. So I listened to that Joker. I was like, this was actually dope.
You started vibing.
I started vibing on that Joker. Man, that Billie Jean hit so hard. I was like,
you underestimated.
But you know what's funny? The funny thing about it is, even though I know the song, but I did not know the song. The song was slower, so it made me listen to the words of the song.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear Billie Jean. She was more than Whitney. I mean, you see it, but I'm just more jamming, right? But because it was slower,
you actually paid attention. To the word.
Yeah. I was like, dang, this is a real deep story.
Yeah.
You know
it resonated more. Yeah,
I was like,
for sure.
Oh, okay. So Billie Jean was my song today.
Okay,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Jean,
But it tells a lot about people and why people do certain things.
Yeah.
It's also applicable nowadays, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's my song. You got one?
I do. I actually have two.
Okay.
I have two.
Okay.
and forgive me, God, because I don't think I say her name right. Goapel, closer.
How's it go? You got to sing it.
Come on. This is not karaoke night.
Hey, look,
okay.
This is the RPGM show. We do everything here. How's it go?
That closer to my dreams.
Oh, okay. That's
and she's like,
song,
I'm going higher and higher. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's one of I just I feel it. I feel it in my soul when I hear that, because I know I'm getting closer. Gotcha. I feel it.
That's deep.
And Mario, Let Me Love You.
Okay, everybody knows that one.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Because it took so long for me to understand my worth. I have settled. Yeah. It took a while. Yeah. So when I hear that song, I almost feel like he's singing to me. I mean, he might be, you know what I'm talking about?
He is. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah. If he seen me, he'd be like, I see, you know, right. Easy on the eyes. But yes, that's another one. That's really.
And actually, that's a good spot to take a break, and we're gonna pick up from right there, because that was, you don't fly over that statement, just not knowing your worth.
Right.
And it's gonna go right back into this. So that being said, we're gonna take a quick short break, and we'll be right back. See you guys soon. Yeah, peace, family. We are back. We are back, and we're gonna actually we left off with Rhythm and Real Talk, and Janet, you said something that was so dope with talking about Mario and the song "Let Me Love You." Just for give me 1 minute of why that song was impactful on you, and then like you said, you didn't know your value, you didn't know your worth. So this is for somebody. Speak to your audience, tell them folks, tell the woman who doesn't feel
Absolutely.
valued.
Absolutely. Um, so I've always had a deficit in that area. Just valuing myself and knowing what true love is really supposed to feel like. I'm naturally an empath, so I like to think that I attract broken people, and there's nothing wrong with that, But even though you're an empath and you're a nurturer, you still have to set those healthy boundaries, okay? Because if not, that can consume you, right? And once I got closer to God, and I've always been God-fearing. He's always been number one in my life. But the closer I got to God, the more I understood what true love is supposed to feel like.
Absolutely, absolutely. And speaking of true love, want to hit on our topic real quick, when passion meets your purpose. So one of the conversations that we had, after the many conversations that we had, when I found out that you had an autistic child, correct?
Absolutely.
Right. And it just hit me. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is me being transparent. I didn't even tell you this.
Yeah.
This is how I know how real it is, right? I actually felt awkward.
Really?
Yeah. Wanting to tell you what I knew I should have told you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why I say a lot of times, God tells us what to say, what
Right.
to do, but most times we don't do it because I'll say this: we're in our ego, and
Right.
we're in our feelings about it. Right. It's like, nah, if God tell you to do something, you better do it.
Right.
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 Because number one, you're being disobedient, and you missing out on that person's blessings. Right.
Amen.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I thought many conversations we had when you told me about your son, and I was just like, huh. And it hit. God was like, tell her to do this, and I was like, oh man, this is just awkward, right? Because
Yeah.
I didn't know how to approach it, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it was like, what do I say? Because part of my thought process, because true short story, I had an aunt who was also autistic, right? And I was younger, so I didn't know no better. I was like, what does this mean? I was
Right.
12, 11, right? So I was like, okay, I don't know. But
Right.
now as an adult, I get it, right? But at the time, God was telling me, it was like, that's her ministry.
Right.
I was like, tell her that. It was like, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's her ministry, right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about, your passion is your purpose, that was something I was supposed to say a long time ago. After our second conversation, he told me that, I was like, that's your ministry.
Yeah.
That's how you can help other people, because you're in it, you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're experiencing it. I saw the videos and everything. So the videos help people who don't have an autistic kid understand, but you still never fully understand because you actually live that life.
Right.
So let me ask you this question: having an autistic kid, how does that separate from having? I hate to use the word regular kid. You know what I'm saying? What is that life like, and how does it affect you?
Yeah.
And how can it help somebody else out?
Yeah. So I've never looked at his disability as a disadvantage.
Okay.
Never. I've never strayed away from it. I knew early because I have other children. I mean, I've got 4 other kids outside of him. So I seen the delays. And I was never in denial. I prayed for peace, and I still pray for peace and patience every single day. But honestly, I feel like autism is really a gift.
Explain.
I feel like it's a gift because we're equipped. Okay. We're able, we can talk, we can vocalize when something doesn't feel right or seem right. We're able to say, hey, this isn't it. This isn't for me. I don't want to partake in this. Right. I look at my son and I'm like, he's so smart. He has to use his other senses.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a voice yet. Right. I know God be willing, he will. Yeah. But he can't communicate. So the way I look at him is, I can't imagine walking through life and not being able to talk. but still being able to recognize love,
Yeah.
danger,
Yeah.
comfort, pain, happiness,
Yeah.
sadness. He's able to identify all these things, but not in a way that we're able to. So for me, I feel like his sentences are so much more heightened than ours, that it's like my baby can hear a pin drop during a thunderstorm.
Wow.
That's so dope.
That's powerful.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're the ones at the disadvantage. I mean, they're geniuses.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question, too, because this is something that I have recently embraced. And like I said, doing my break and doing my fasting, my relationship with God has just like grown tremendously, right? And it's really uncomfortable sometimes. I'm still getting comfortable saying certain things.
Yeah.
People, believe it or not, even though I'm Aries and people like, you just say everything and do everything, there's still a whole lot of reservation there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something I'll talk about even in my book, like winning a battle against yourself. You have to face your demons and uncomfortableness over and over and over. Right. But you said this in the midst of you talking. You said, if it's the will of God that he does speak, right? When people, I don't think people really understand when you say that.
They don't.
Yeah. When people say, if God's will is God's will, sometimes if that is God's will, you have to accept it.
Absolutely.
Or reject it.
Absolutely.
And my personal opinion and my experience and understanding how God works is I have two choices like that. It's like, if God said if life in God is like, that's how it is, right? And I reject it, I'm living in hell.
Right.
Because I'm trying to fight the most obvious thing that's happening, right? And I'm not saying that miracles don't happen and things like that, but it's like, well, if that's God's will, right?
Right.
So when you say that's God's will, like, how do you take God's will and apply it to your life so that you can become the version of yourself that God wants you to be? Like, what is that like? How do you actually take that and apply it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually changed my prayers.
Okay.
When I pray, I don't ask for God to bless me with the things that I desire. I ask him to bless me with what's in his will for me.
Say it one more time. That's
I
really good.
Don't ask him to bless me with my desires. I ask him to bless me with what's in his will for me, because a lot of times we want something totally opposite than what God wants for us.
You know what? Can we sit there right there for a second?
For sure. For sure. We do.
Yeah. So this is also, again, it ties into the topic, right?
Yeah.
We talk about when your passion meets your purpose, right? And most time we hear the word passion, you're like, oh my God, I really like playing music, or I like cooking or stuff like that, right? But our main purpose here on earth is to serve God.
Absolutely.
It's to do God's will.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so when people aren't lining up with God, okay,
right,
you reject certain things and you never fulfill your life's purpose.
Absolutely.
So you can clarify this as well. You have accepted God's will, is what I'm hearing.
Right? Absolutely. Yeah. And when and honestly, when I try to deviate, I'm in a hamster wheel.
Yeah. Give me an example of that. Like, what is your deviation from God's will?
Deviating, maybe I want to turn and have a couple of drinks to, soothe my stress, versus getting in the Bible and praying to God for peace and asking him for guidance, right? What do? I make poor choices at that point, right? Because I'm under the influence now. And a good friend, I hope he's watching, a good friend once told me that when you're in it, when you're in that field and you drink, that gets amplified. And that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
So it's and then it becomes a cycle.
It's a habit. Yeah.
And I actually told a friend, if you feel like you're going through something and I'm in this rut and I just can't get out of it, you haven't picked up your nuggets. You haven't learned what you needed to learn from that lesson. God is going to keep you in that cycle until you're like, oh, what? That's what it was?
Yeah. And that's what I call a hell loop. Pause right quick. Aaron, we got a question from somebody?
Yes. So Anthony Wilson Jr. on YouTube, he asks, How do you determine if it's your passion or if it's just something you like to do?
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
I'm gonna start it. I want you to finish this one as well. Now this is the weird part, right? Because you see a lot of things that I do. Like I'm a personal trainer, I'm a drummer, I'm a massage therapist, I'm a speaker, I'm a podcast, I'm an author, all these different things, right?
Right.
I still know and believe that that is my purpose,
Right.
right? These are the tools that I'm using to serve God.
Absolutely.
So those are all these things I'm passionate about, which is so weird. What's the saying? Jack of all trades, master of none, right? That's only one part of the whole, saying.
Right.
So Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than the master of none.
Right.
That's a complete saying, right?
Right.
So not that I've mastered everything, but I'm really good by the grace of God at everything that I do. Like, so I think a lot of times that if you understand that these are things that I'm good at, that things that come naturally, that is your purpose.
Right.
And a lot of times people never figure out things that they're good at, right? Because they're just obligatory, doing life.
Complacent.
Oh, I got to go to work. Oh, I got to pay bills.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, now you're really caught in that hamster wheel,
right.
in that rat race. And now you feel denied. Now you never feel connected to God.
Right.
And now you don't know your purpose. So most people just go to work, pay bills, they go out, they have a good time, never aligned up with things that they were actually passionate about, which could be tied to the actual purpose. Right. So I'm like, my thing is this: if you're actually good at it and it comes natural,
right,
it is your duty and your responsibility from God to make that your purpose. Meaning you got to make the thing that you're good at your skill set. Like you have to be good at these things, like, and just do it naturally, right?
Right.
And I'm sorry, the word I want to use is be educated in your gift.
Right.
That's the thing. That's why we got Aaron right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I can get in front of anybody and talk.
Right.
But when you give me a sheet of paper and say stick to the script, I'm like,
right. I don't know how to read.
I know what I mean. It's hard for me to do. So saying that to say, I want to reiterate that one more time. It's that the thing that you're good at, it's God's gift to you to facilitate it and become great at it, and use that as a tool to help people so you can fulfill your purpose.
Absolutely.
So go ahead. What you got on that question, brother? Thank you for that, Anthony.
Yes. So I got a piggyback. Definitely what you're great at. I actually listened to a Steve Harvey podcast, and that is how he stated that he was able to get into comedy, because he was like, I was funny. Like I was just naturally funny. So whatever it is, like you said, that you're really good at, you know what I'm saying? Just double down on that. For me, I am very passionate about uplifting, helping, motivating. I'm very passionate about that. Like, I know it's my passion because it fuels me. I ain't get no sleep last night.
Really?
I ain't get no sleep.
Why?
Because I couldn't wait to come on here and talk to these people. Listen, I'm here for y'all. I couldn't wait. I'm telling you, it was just that, it's that hunger and that thirst to be able to talk to people, to tell your story, to be able to resonate, to understand. Nothing about me is cliche. I don't want to sit next to somebody that tells me it's going to be okay, but you don't know what I've been through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like God has given me the life that he's given me, not to hurt me, right? The things that I done been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I done been through some stuff.
Yeah.
But to help others.
Yeah.
And if I know that is what he gave it to me for, I do it all over again.
Wow.
Double.
Could you give us whatever you're comfortable, if you're comfortable?
Absolutely.
I told you I don't mind.
I'm an open book. You know what I mean?
So what would you say was one of the most challenging things that you've ever been through, that you knew for a fact that it was God teaching you that lesson, and he helped you go through it, right?
Yeah.
What lesson did you learn? And how would you help somebody else going through a similar situation that doesn't have this mindset that you have right now?
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, being a single mother, it's had its challenges. It has. And I gotta say, my kids are super cool. They're dope. I got a good crew.
Yeah.
They're everything to me, everything I could ever ask for. But it hasn't always been easy. I would say that things that I've experienced when I was 15 and had my first child, being physically abused. I mean, to the point where I've been spit on at 15.
Wow.
That's tough. That's not something that, and I didn't come from that. So I was confused, like, what's going on? I would start there, but I can't.
Okay.
Because it continued.
Mm.
I went from one toxic to another toxic to another toxic, which led me here where I said, God's love.
Gotcha.
God's love doesn't hurt. It doesn't pain you.
Right.
It doesn't disrespect you. It doesn't cause chaos.
Yeah.
God brings peace, not confusion.
Absolutely. What was the turning point? When was the last?
You want to know?
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
2021, I got the best black eye I could have ever gotten.
Wow.
And I say that humbly. And I say that with no pun to anybody that's going through abuse, because that's no joke.
Right.
But that was my eye opener.
Wow.
So I thank God for that day. I really I absolutely thank God for that day.
Yeah. What about the woman who goes through the why me phase? Like, how do you help her pull out of that situation sooner than later?
As far as like the abuse that she may be experiencing?
That she's in it.
Yeah.
The whole woe is me. Why am I going through this?
Yeah.
What's going to change for me to get out of there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like you said, you said it was the best thing that happened.
Absolutely.
What was the turning point? Like,
absolutely. Yeah. So again, it's a matter of if you don't learn what you're supposed to learn, you're not going to get out of it. You're just not.
Yeah.
That's just the way of the world.
Right,
it's just the way of God. It's just the way of the universe.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If you don't learn your lesson, it's going to continue.
Right.
It will continue.
Right.
So for me, again, I had gone through other relationships prior to that that also were abusive, mentally, physically. But this one was different. This one was different because, for one, I'm older. I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to understand my worth.
Yeah.
I'm at a point now where my kids are older and they're watching.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Janet.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You were already on the playing field, but this right here, that's it.
That's the thing. The kids are watching.
Absolutely.
And you accepted the fact that I needed to learn this lesson.
Absolutely.
I get it. That's something that I really wish that we would all embrace.
Absolutely.
I think life would be more manageable, not easy. Okay.
Absolutely.
It'd be a whole lot more manageable if we understood I have to learn the lesson. You never learn a lesson if you don't go through hard things, which is why I'm going to throw this plug in there. It's very trivial, but it's true. The gym is one of those places where you learn how to do hard things. You take the same concept and apply it to life.
Absolutely.
I can never lose weight. I can never get stronger if I don't put a whole lot of resistance under these muscles. It's the same concept with life. It's like, how many times am I going to get punched in the face? Okay, or kicked in the nuts. And I'm gonna use my story as a perfect example. Like I said, I've been in emasculating relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh shoot, they trying to take my manhood.
Yeah.
I'm kicking me out the house. You know what I'm saying? Take my money, take my car, tell me I ain't shit. I went through it 4 or 5 times before I was like, dummy.
Right.
You keep doing the same thing over and over and over. What's going to change? Right. Oh, the lesson is, as a man, I have to learn this. Number one, you're not comfortable with yourself as a man. Okay. You don't feel like a provider or a protector. All right. Cool. And you keep picking women who you feel like you got to help and all over and again. You do the same thing over and over and over. Right. So I had
that empath.
Man, like, I got you. Let me help you out. Like, no. Help yourself out, man.
Absolutely.
Men, help yourself out before you get in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Stop getting into a relationship trying to save somebody and you can't save yourself.
Absolutely. And that love.
Yeah.
Love, self-love, self-love.
Self-love is so real. Let's ask this question right quick. What advice would you give someone who is single but has a kid or multiple kids with, we say you don't like to use the word disabilities, superpower.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you like that.
I like
huh?
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm a fast learner.
I like that. What advice? Take it slow.
Okay.
Very slow. I would encourage the women, because again, I know that we tend to be at a deficit when it comes to that self-love. A lot of us weren't taught that at home.
Yeah.
A lot of us do come from single family households where we didn't get to see that true love and that courtship and that care and that concern. So just pour into yourself first. And then once you're ready to date, definitely take it slow. I personally wouldn't involve the children that early, simply because I know that that's something that I have done in the past. And it wasn't so much of a burden, but for my big kids, for example, my teenage son, it was a little bit of a letdown.
I'm sorry. You said dating, then you said
right, dating and introducing my kids to whoever it is I'm dating.
Okay.
Right. So
can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yeah, of course. You know,
I'm
gonna ask you anyway.
Go ahead. I'm here for it.
Because from all right, this is me. You know me. I just gotta be honest and transparent.
Do it
from a man's perspective.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's just say we're dating, whatever, and I would want you to tell me about your kids sooner than later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah.
You're right. Versus, oh man, we cool. We hang out. We talk. We went out a few times. You know what I'm saying? Don't you think it would be helpful for the man to know these things, especially if he's serious?
For sure. You know like you gonna know about them, but you're not gonna meet them.
Okay.
Not until it's time.
Okay. Got
yeah. Not until it's time. Not until I got my confirmation.
What is your confirmation?
My confirmation. And again, I learned this from a very good friend. I need a problem solver.
Okay. Elaborate, please.
I need a problem solver. I need a man that is going to listen attentively, communicate effectively, and have a solution. Whether it's monetary, doesn't have to be. Whether it's, let's think of a plan, a blueprint. Let's talk about this, baby. I can't introduce my kids to.
All right, sorry. We have one technical issue problem right now. We're going to take a very, very short break. We'll be right back. But hold on to that thought. Okay, cool. Good stuff. We have the camera going up. All right, sorry guys, we are back, and thank you guys for holding on. Make sure you are liking and sharing if you found this information to be valuable. Aaron, we had another question from Anthony real quick, and we're going to jump back into your topic right quick.
Good. Yes, Anthony Wilson Jr. on YouTube, he asked a follow-up question: how do we separate the person, what I want to do, from your real purpose?
That's a good question. I think it kind of ties into what we said earlier just a little bit, but I understand why you asked that question, right?
Because a lot of times,
huh?
Can I take this one, Coach?
You know, go for it, please, by all means.
That's where you pray for God to give you what's in His will for you versus what you desire. You're out of alignment.
Yeah.
If you're not walking in your purpose, you're out of alignment. If you're doing what you want to do, but not what your purpose is.
Yeah. And here, look, I'm going to give you the most simplest way. Here's the thing to understand what God's will is.
Yes.
Okay. I can quote scriptures all doggone day. I can do church antics. I could hoop. I can do all that good stuff. But here's the main meat and potato to understanding God's will. It's not that complicated.
Right.
Are you helping people?
That's it.
If you really want to know what God's will is what you're doing helping people.
That's
and
it.
if it's not helping people, that's not God's will. It's that simple.
That's it.
So when people try, I don't know my purpose in life, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Is what you're doing helping people?
What are you contributing?
If the answer is no, that's not God's will.
Right.
Then you're like, I don't want to do this. That's not God's will.
No,
it's helping people. This is why we've talked about it earlier. Like everything that I'm doing,
right, it ties into that.
Helping people.
Absolutely.
It could be something as simple as playing drums, right? Like I love playing drums. People watching, they get happy, they get excited.
Right.
And then when they come talk to me after the show, they say, oh my God, I love watching you play. You look so happy. I said, man, this is my happy spot.
Right.
This is my connection to God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Same thing when I'm doing the podcast. They say, dude, you just do this so naturally. Well, man, this is my connection to God. That's how I'm helping people. That's how I'm able to reach millions of people. You see what I'm saying? So if it's not actually serving people, it's not God's will. And I knew this time was going to come. So what I need you to do is this. I need you to give me your thought of today's show, okay, and then close us out with some really, really good advice.
Got you. So today's show was super dope. I'm so excited. Still, okay. I'm happy. All
Part 2 is coming.
Do the happy dance, leaving out. Yeah, because we got a lot more stuff we got to cover.
Absolutely.
But we'll be here all day.
Exactly.
But I do want to encourage every and anyone watching to just love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. I can't stress that enough. Love yourself, love others, stand on what you believe in. Never water yourself down for anybody, ever, ever. When people say things to you, whether they're harmful, hurtful, whatever it may be, that's projection. Pray for that person. Don't condemn them. Pray for them. Pray for them because at the end of the day, they battling something that's bigger than you. And lastly, single mamas, love on your babies, love on your babies. Listen, it all starts at home. It all starts at home. My kids know love. They know integrity. They know humility. They know God is above everything. And at the end of the day, I'm sure and extremely confident that God, forbid I'm not here, my babies are going to thrive. Yeah. They're going to thrive because they're mine. And I instilled it in them. And I can't be, equipped and ready to encourage my audience. My babies are backstage with me. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got to be right all over the place because that they're first and they're above, above that. So I encourage single mothers, pour into yourselves, definitely pour into your babies, take time out for yourself, take time out. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. Take that day off. It's all right. Cause you got to be whole for them babies. And the only way to do that is to be all right for yourself.
Perfect. And also, what are your social media plugs? How can we find you on TikTok, Instagram? Yes. How can people reach out to you?
Yes, absolutely. So I am on YouTube. Journey with Janet is my YouTube page, and also on Instagram, Afro Cubana. Cubana, for those that don't know how to spell that, with a number 8 and the number 3 at the end. Reach out to me, any questions, any support, anything, I'm here for it.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. I want to say this one more time because I think it helped me out as well. I want to close this saying this. When you're trying to figure out your purpose in life, do things that serve people. That is the will of God. Is your gift serving people? Is what you do helps somebody be better? And if it's not, that's not in alignment with God. Okay. Here's another thing I want you guys to do. Go. Understand yourself. Get my book, Winning the Battle Against Yourself. You're going to learn my personal stories, a lot of things that I've been through, and how I overcame a lot of things. This is actually an old book. I'm going to write another one right now. But it helps people understand, look, the only way you can serve God is to deny self. So you got to win the battle against yourself. Okay. And I want to close by saying this. Number one, I appreciate you being, number two, I appreciate you for being here.
Thank you.
We're definitely going to have a part 2.
Thank you.
Right.
Definitely.
This is well overdue. We knew it was going to happen.
We did.
It took a year.
It did. But we're
it
here.
happened. That's what's up, guys. Hey, if you guys found this particular topic to be helpful, to be beneficial, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share it with somebody. Watch the entire episode, and I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Peace out, y'all.